Welcome back to the channel for another unboxing. Today we're opening the box of Rise of the Wastelands in the deluxe version, a game for 1 to 4 players that takes around 90 to 120 minutes, ages 14 and up, and weight 2.9 out of 5. This is a game designed by Jesus Casasola Boyero, and it's published by Wolfhorn Games. It's a game that falls under the category of strategy games with civilization, modern warfare, science fiction, and has various mechanisms like action points, hexagon grid, map addition, tech trees, and more. This is a game that really is unique. You see the wasteland, you see the suited, armored up explorer there trying to identify opportunities. At the end of this century, a rain of meteors has slammed into the earth, drastically altering the landscape, killing the majority of people and erasing almost all signs of civilization. A few years after the impact, the remaining survivors began to congregate the ruins of cities where the meteor effects were less severe to try to rebuild and establish a new society. Years have passed and some of those ruined cities have started to flourish, but their resources that could be salvaged are starting to run out. Infrastructures and developments are still inefficient and too low in order to be able to generate the necessary resources for the growing population. So, in order to survive, the people of these cities need to venture into the wastelands. The wastelands is a vast land area where they were severely impacted by the meteor shower, and now only becoming safe enough to explore again. Rise of the Wastelands is set in a futuristic post-apocalyptic world where resources are scarce and the remaining human survivors fight to survive and rule the devastated lands. It's a game that uses a very interesting mechanism. It has great production. This is a deluxe version, so we're going to focus on the components of the box. Just see the real nice contents. In this deluxe version, which has, this deluxe Kickstarter edition has 72 detailed miniatures, as you can see, which we're going to see now. Essentially, this is a 4X game with very interesting take on the wasteland. The non-deluxe version has wooden tokens, which we're also going to see, and these were also available as an add-on. So without further ado, let's open the box and see what's included in the game of Rise of the Wastelands. First, we have the rulebook. The table of content starts with the background story, then we have all the components, the global components first, and then we have the faction components per player. We have 4 capital tiles, 17 map tiles, 3 special map tiles, neutral standees and respective wooden miniatures. Various cards like achievement cards, exploration events, power cards, combat tactics, and solo mode cards. We have dice, loot die, resource die, and 6 d6. 6 factional leaderboards. The Toxic Cloud module, which is a module which includes toxic tokens and power cards and respective movement card. And then each faction has their respective player board. There are 4 of those. Their action tracker, again matching the player color. A reference card, different cubes to track crystal, action points cubes, leader cubes, people support cube, and military prestige cube, faction cubes and influence tokens. And then you have, whether you have the miniatures or the wooden components, the capital, looks amazing. The outposts, 4 of those. The outpost expansions, another 4 of those. We have comms tower building, market building, tech lab building, and scout units. And here are the armies, but you have 3 of each, whether it's a miniature again or a wooden component. They both look fantastic. I really had not been in a position to not be able to choose if I like the minis or the wooden components more, and this is one of these games, which means I'm going to I'm going to play them alternating between minis and wooden components. So, game setup. Setup for 4, 3, and 2 players. This game also has solo. Here's the play area when the game is up and running. The player setup, your board, your dashboard, your faction. And here's the gameplay. The gameplay has the specific sequence: allocate influence, perform actions, claim achievements, and reset action points. Okay? The different phases explained in the game with examples. Seems pretty straightforward. The end game and then the actions explained. You can build outposts, you can recycle, you can move, you can explore. You can attack, you can buy, you can propaganda, and you can trade. Power card, collect taxes, and here's the units, scouts and armies. Constructions, the capital, the tech lab, the market, the comms tower, the outpost, and the outpost expansion with their purpose, all of them. The upgrades, okay. Power cards, the combat explained, how it works. Example of combat, people support. The map tiles, you have ruined city, desert, mountain, toxic lake or plains. And this is a capital tile. And here the different factions and the toxic cloud module. How it works, special tiles, expansion, solo mode, and a glossary. So, lots and lots of things. So let's start with, first, oh, this is a heavy box, with the tiles, okay? Thick cardboard, okay. Of course you have exploration, I'm just showing you the revealed side of these tiles. Let's take everything out first, nice and quickly, and then let me just make a dummy map so that I can show you how it looks like on the table. These are the capital tiles. And this is a toxic cloud module. Or mini expansion, however you want to call it. Right, okay. You, of course, obviously, you just construct the maps with the suggested way of, you know, placing them or whatever, but I'm just going to just put randomly hexes around so that I can make a visual depiction of how, theoretically, a map would look from up above once you have placed several of those hexes. There are quite a few, as you can see. Okay. They have nice art, just depict, you know, the desert or the ruined cities and so on, and these are opportunities to be exploited, obviously. Okay. And also the modularity of the map setup clearly on this nice. Clearly gives an opportunity for several different map setups, as you can see. This is another unique map from the Wasteland. Right. And then these look for the most part like normal hexes. They just click to the rest of the map. They just have a site for your staging area where you start the game from. Yeah, I'm just placing some of them here just to show you how they would look like, starting with from different areas, okay, based on the recommended setup. Right. So next we have the player maps, player boards. So we have one purple, one green, one blue, and one red. And these are, again, let me just place it there. One for each of the players, okay, for convenience. I'm just placing it there, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, whatever. Then we have the action tracker, matching the player color, where you track your actions here in these recessed boards. By the way, this is also recessed board, dual layer recessed board. I don't know if you can see it. Matte linen finish, thick. No, it's not linen finish, but it's matte print with very thick cardboard. Great quality. Okay. Then we have the faction leaders. We have the gambler, the adventurer, the technocrat, the manager, and the populist. Okay. Oh, I forgot the trader. There you go. Player aids in linen finish, good quality cardstock, where you see what you do on your turn, winning the game, player versus player rewards, and combat modifiers. Nice and useful. The cards of the game, we'll see them in a sec. Bits and pieces here. But let me start with the wonderful, really wonderful miniatures. So these are the huge minis of the capitals. You'll see them in a sec. Here the scout units. And these are the armies. And here you have the different outposts. The comms tower and the outpost expansions that they click on the outpost. Okay. Right. Cubes. Some of them are, all of them are printed. That's really good quality production. I mean, look at that. Very, very good quality. These go on your action board. Okay. I think these replace these standees in the deluxe version, with these nice custom wooden tokens. Wow, very, very nice. Very nice. Keeps in the player's colors. Some discs also in the player colors. By the way, I really like the color of the players in this game. Both the PAL, the selection of the PAL colors, that's what I mean. Okay. The insert where you can fit everything. The 3 dice of the game. Nice custom dice. Cool. Now, that being said, if you are a fan of wooden components, you can go for all these nice wooden tokens, which are one-to-one replacement for these. I think these were in the basic version. For example, this is the capital city that goes somewhere here, like that. You see? Or should say, sorry, like that. Yep, there you go. Nice. Or you can use, if you have the deluxe version, these amazing capital cities, which look absolutely stunning. One of the buildings is intentionally, tilted from the meteor shower, obviously. Right. Okay. Cool. Same goes for the miniatures. These are the scouts. I mean, look at that. These are wonderful. Okay. You have 2 of those. These are the armies. You have 3 of those. And these are different. The scouts are the same, but look at how different the armies are for each player faction. Wow. Look at that. This is an army. And the last is this one. This is also an army. Looks like a World War I tank. Nice. Of course, The wooden components are also equally nice. They look very, very nice as well. That's why I'm saying, you know, it's sometimes it's difficult to choose what's better. I like both the wooden components in this game, and I'm very happy to own both the wooden components and the miniatures. I will end up most probably using the miniatures more, I suppose, but I will definitely exchange them with the wooden components frequently. Here you can have locations for on the outposts for the different extensions. You see, this clicks here and this clicks here, creating an upgraded outpost with those two on. And the same goes for all of those. Look really nice. Okay. Comms towers. Different buildings. We have market building, tech lab building, tech building, and market building. And I believe these all go here. They click on the different, if not mistaken, the different sections of the capital city. When you build them, you expand it somehow like that. Or if you're using the wooden component, you do the similar. I mean, wow, really, really gorgeous. 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 Okay, cool. So the last thing I want to show you are the cards of the game. Linen finish cardstock. We have different cards here. Okay, just to show you a bit the anatomy. Defense tower, mutant creature, harmless settlement, robots, crystal formation. The art is unique and very, very nice. I really dig the art. I really like the art in this game, on the cards. It's amazing. Wow. Okay, this is for the solo game, I believe. Wow, this building, the art on this building card is absolutely amazing. And likewise, I think this is on the Toxic Cloud, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Toxic Cloud movement card. These are combat tactics, morale boost, rain, ballistic missile, etc. Okay. Overtime. Yeah, cloud marker. So these are the combat tactics and the additional cards in the game. Rise of the Wastelands. Looks really, really beautiful. I do like the look of the wasteland. I do like the look of the buildings. I do like the modularity of the map. I do like how you build up your, this is the comms tower, your capital by adding the different sections. This is a really nice idea. I really like it when companies use development in such a way to make the game stand out. So absolutely amazing. So I hope you enjoyed this unboxing video. I'm going to follow up with additional content for the game soon. So many thanks for watching, and many thanks to you on the next one.